There is a man who conquered the world without saying a word, a man whose silence became louder than the biggest punchline, whose awkward smile changed global comedy forever, and whose childlike innocence reminded millions. That laughter needs no language. This is the story of Rowan Atkinson, the quiet genius behind the legendary Mr. Bean. Rowan Sebastian Atkinson was born on January 6, 1955, in England, a quiet child, soft-spoken. Not the kid who cracked jokes, but the one who watched, observed, studied people silently. He wasn't trying to be funny. He was just trying to understand life. At school, kids teased him for his looks, his expressions, his voice. He rarely fought back. He simply observed and stored every emotion inside. No one knew it then. But the world's greatest physical comedian was being shaped in silence. Unlike most comedians, Rowan didn't chase the stage first. He chased knowledge, logic, science. Rowan studied electrical engineering at Oxford. Yes, the man who crashed cars, acted silly, and played with teddy bears was a brilliant engineer. But inside the engineer lived a restless performer. He joined the Oxford Drama Club, not to seek fame, but because performing helped him breathe, helped him express what words never could. He didn't have the loudest voice. He didn't have confidence in comedy scripts. So he did what only true geniuses do. He created his own language, the language of expression. In a world full of jokes and punchlines, Rowan created a character inspired by silent legends like Charlie Chaplin and Jacques Tati. A man-child, awkward, stubborn, selfish sometimes, but innocent at heart. A character who spoke through his eyes, his body, his silence. A character who reminded adults what it feels like to see the world like a child again. He called him Mr. Bean. The spark began at Oxford and burned bright at the Edinburgh Fringe Festival. A stage with no English audience. A crowd that didn't speak his language. Perfect. He didn't need one. They laughed till tears rolled down their cheeks. The experiment was successful. Physical comedy was reborn. In January 1st, 1990, British television aired the first episode of Mr. Bean. No one expected history. A man with a teddy bear, a tiny green mini car, and a face that could say 1,000 words without opening his mouth, was now in every home. Soon, 245 countries broadcast the show. No translation needed, no cultural boundary big enough. Because Mr. Bean didn't speak to your language, he spoke to your soul. Children laughed because he was silly. Adults laughed because they saw themselves in him. A simple man trying to survive a complicated world. From television, to movies, to animation, to the Olympic stage in 2012. Mr. Bean became universal, a global treasure, a silent ambassador of pure human humor. Rowan Atkinson's was never limited to one character. Before the Bean came brilliance like Blackadder and Not the 9 O'Clock News, sharp writing, clever wit, comedy of intelligence, timing, elegance. He wasn't just the king of physical comedy. He was, and is, one of the sharpest comedic minds Britain ever produced. He is a master of satire, a craftsman of facial micro-expressions, a performer in films, theater, radio, animation, and yes, he even became an action hero with Johnny English, the lovable idiot spy. Rowan proved again and again, he wasn't famous by accident. He was great by design. The man behind the mask. Behind the funny face lived a private man, quiet, reserved, not a celebrity who chased the spotlight, a humble soul who chased perfection. Rowan married makeup artist Sunitra Sastry in February 1990. Built a family, he is a father of 3 children, Benjamin, Ben, Lily Atkinson, and Isla Mae Atkinson. He lived simply, not the life of a flashy star. His favorite love? Cars, powerful machines, precise engineering, speed and silence, just like him. Even after accidents, even after criticism, he smiled softly and kept going. He once said, "Comedy is like electricity. You must know how it flows, or it dies." The engineer in him never left. It only evolved into art. In 2012, Rowan thought Mr. Bean was done. He feared being a childlike man in his 50s. He felt the weight of age and the pressure of legacy. But legends don't retire. Legends evolve. In 2016, he returned, because some characters belong not to the actor, but to the world. Rowan Atkinson didn't just act a character. He gave the world a gift, a global language of laughter. There will be comedians louder than him, funnier than him, more expressive than him. But there will never be another Rowan Atkinson, because true magic cannot be copied. It can only be witnessed, felt, cherished. And one man, with a teddy bear and a funny little car, showed the world that you don't need a voice to be heard. You don't need dialogue to move hearts. Sometimes, a raised eyebrow is enough. So the next time life feels complicated, remember a simple man in a brown jacket, trying to find happiness in everyday life. This isn't just the biography of an actor. This is the story of a gentle genius, a quiet legend, a global treasure. This is Rowan Atkinson, the eternal Mr. Bean.